Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to In the Streets with Big Stone. And today we're talking about the 54-year-old pastor, the Pentecostal pastor that was recently convicted for having carnal knowledge of a 13-year-old at the time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 54-year-old pastor was recently sentenced to 20 years in prison. The appalling thing about this case, ladies and gentlemen, was that people from his church came out in droves in support of this pastor. Nothing is wrong with someone supporting a friend or a relative. But the thing is, they ostracized the mother and daughter because they reported the pastor, and the pastor was sentenced to 20 years. Now, the appalling thing, ladies and gentlemen, when I heard the mother speak to the news reporter last night on the news, I was taken back because she said she's distraught, she's angry, she's upset. She was looking forward to the pastor getting at least 25 to 30 years. And she said that the way her parishioners, members of the church, treated her, she felt really bad. She felt like she was the perpetrator and not the victim. Now we're talking about Jamaicans who support the church. They pay tithes every Sunday religiously and every Saturday if it is a Saturday day church. I'm talking about we not supporting the victim. How can we not support the victim? How can we not support the mother and her daughter who went through this wicked ordeal? She said she looked up to the pastor. The pastor was someone that she told everything. She confesses a lot of things to, and she felt severely let down to know that someone that she trusts for many years could really turn around and do something like that. We're talking about the 54-year-old pastor, ladies and gentlemen, that 2-3 years ago, when this little girl was about 13 years old, she asked the pastor, for a Sunday drive out. The pastor took her up and her 5-year-old brother for a ride, but instead of taking them for a ride, he headed straight to his house. What he did was he gave the little young 5-year-old cornflakes to kind of keep him quiet, and when the young lady went to use the bathroom, he forced himself into the bathroom, dragged her into an adjoining room, and sexually assaulted her. The little boy heard his sister screaming, and he went and he peeped through the keyhole. And in peeping through the keyhole, he saw exactly what the pastor was doing. When the pastor got through, the pastor gave the little girl some more cornflakes and told her it is their secret not to say anything. But that wasn't going to last for too long, because as soon as the kid went home, he said, "Mommy, you know what I saw the pastor doing to my sister?" And he told her mother everything right in front of the pastor. The case was investigated, and of course the pastor was arrested and charged. Stop supporting pastors who commit crimes against our children. Stop it, because if we don't stop it, what is going to happen? What is the moral? Where's the moral? What are we saying? That we support someone doing wrong because they're a clergyman or a member of the cloth, so to speak? What about the victim? We need more support for the victim. A lot of people start to say this about the parent. The mother was a careless mother. She was the kind of mother that put her children out for money and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, when I heard the voice of this lady speak last night on the news, it made my stomach curl to know that her fellow churchgoers was really treating her so badly. This is a lesson learned. Pay attention to your children. Pay attention to the type of churches that you go. Pay attention to your pastor, because some of these pastors are wolves in sheep clothing. They're not what they are, or they're not what they appear to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just my take on it. It's a sad case, but at least justice was served. Thank you very much for watching.